Welcome, welcome, welcome to Trace Tea.
Hey guys, and welcome to Trace Tea, where the conversation is always tasty. This is going to be a new segment in my channel, basically, where I talk a little bit more about serious matters, or I shouldn't say serious, but more so matters that I like to discuss with you guys, the viewers at home. And often at times I might have somebody on here with me to have a discussion, and we'll talk about various topics. It could be requested by you guys, whatever I feel that I need to talk about, opinion-based videos. I might have special guests sometimes for you guys to get to know me a little bit more when I'm not making comedic videos and things like that. So welcome. Anyways, so this week I want to talk to you a bit about relationship advice, and this is going to be particularly pertaining to more of my female friends or female viewers. So anyways, I thought that would be a pretty relevant discussion to have. One of my friends had actually FaceTimed me this week and was like, we're just talking like we usually do, catching up, and we were talking about relationships, and especially when it comes to people feeling secure and confident within themselves. And my friend is a female, and so we were kind of just bouncing ideas and conversing back and forth. And we were just discussing how often at times females rely upon their partners for that security and for that confidence, or to kind of fill that void that they feel that somebody else can do for them. So basically, my point was that if that's what a relationship is going to be based off of, is somebody else's reliance on somebody else, then it's never going to work. In my opinion anyways, you need to be so confident in yourself that when somebody else comes into your life in regards to relationship, that you complement one another. You're not relying on them for security, confidence, and all of these internal things that you feel that you're missing. You need to be so confident and so secure within yourself first before you're going to be able to share anything in regards to yourself with somebody else. Because when you don't do that, that leaves room for things to kind of creep in and ideas to kind of creep in. And it also allows for the wrong type of guy to come into your life. So what I mean by this basically is that a lot of guys look for insecure girls because they're easier to deal with. They feel as though that they're a lot easier to get along with because they don't have as many issues as they potentially could. But when it comes to being with somebody, you just need to be so secure within yourself. You need to be so sure of who you are. You need to be confident, not only internally, but externally. You need to love yourself. You need to love the body that you're in. You need to learn to appreciate the body that you have. And when all of those things are good, and you're good with yourself, and you're loving yourself for who you are, that is when I feel that you are able to then share everything that you have with somebody else. And I'm not saying that you're not going to have any insecurities, because everybody has their own insecurities. But I'm saying when it comes to a relationship with somebody else, whether it be with a guy, a girl, you just need to be sure of A, what your intentions are in that relationship, and B, you need to find somebody that isn't going to bring you down, that's going to make you feel insecure, that's going to hound you down all the time. And let me just say this. People have this misconception of a relationship like, oh yeah, he's checking on me every 5 minutes, he's doing this, like my boo needs to make sure that I'm good, like he's calling me. No. That is a form of insecurity and a form of mistrust. You need to be in a relationship where you don't have to check on each other every 5 minutes. Maybe a call or two to check in, babe, how's your night going? Good, just calling in to make sure you're good. But that's a form of insecurity when they're going through your messages constantly. They are calling you constantly. They're messaging your friends constantly. They're doing all these things to keep tabs on you. That's a very immature and a very insecure relationship. And when you reach a point where you're comfortable and you're secure, none of that stuff happens. So for all my young viewers, for all the young ladies, if your man does that, insecure. Very, very insecure. Insecure about the relationship, or maybe they're hiding something, but then again, who knows, right? So what I'm saying again is if you are so confident and so secure within your relationship, you should be able to trust your partner, trust the other individual, and no calls, no messages. You know where I am, and if you need me, call me up. That's a secure and mature relationship, which I feel that a lot of people lack in these days. But the constant messaging, the constant calling, the constant texting, childish. That's not a relationship that you want to be a part of. And from there, that stems to so many other arguments, issues, and then again, it's taking away from the focus and the essence of a relationship itself. So now, this brings us to the question, where do I get this confidence from? Where do I find a place within myself to be so secure and so confident that I am able to share myself with someone and have it blossom and flourish like a relationship should be? First, it starts with you. Taking time for yourself, getting to know yourself. I mean this in learning to love yourself, appreciate those flaws that you think are flaws or insecurities that you may have. We all have them. I have them. But it's about becoming okay with those insecurities and beginning to appreciate those flaws that other people might find attractive and other people may really, really like about you. Secondly, it comes with the circle that you surround yourself with. And I mean this in regards to family and friends. You don't need friends that are going to bring you down, constantly question you, constantly put you down, constantly make fun of you. Yeah, it's fun to roast and to joke one another, but in all seriousness, you need to surround yourself with people that are going to love you, that are going to appreciate you for you. And in doing that, it's going to allow you to learn to appreciate yourself and to love yourself and to surround yourself with those people who are going to support you and who are going to love you for who you are and everything that you encompass. So then, when you feel that you've reached a point of security and you've begun to love yourself and appreciate yourself for who you are and what you are, that is when you will attract and bring in the type of relationship that you want. A healthy, prosperous, trustful, not even a word, relationship, and you'll definitely begin to see versus the relationships you may have had in the past, provided you change that mindset and you change the way that you think and kind of present yourself, because when you exude confidence and security, that brings in a totally different type of person that you attract basically, and that's when you begin to see changes. This also goes not only for relationships, but friendships as well. Provided you change your mindset, the confidence you exude, and change kind of your aura in regards to your environment that you're in, you will definitely attract different people in regards to relationships, as well as friends. And if you're no longer with those friends, when you start exuding this confidence and security within yourself, then that may tell you something about your friends as well, but it's up for you to decide. So yes, anyways, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to love yourself for who you are, what you look like. Appreciate yourself and take care of yourself. You only have one body, so make sure you guys and girls do that. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Trey's Tea, where the conversation is always tasty. And stay tuned for next week's segment where I'll be talking about another topic. But yeah, in the meantime, feel free to follow, like, subscribe, comment on the video. mention some things that you may want to see, that you may want to talk about or want me to talk about. And I'll see you next week for another segment. Cheers, guys.